Alright, this is a tutorial for Surface of the Sun by John Murphy. I'm going to start with the left hand because it's really simple and it just repeats all the way through the piece. The four notes, all you've got to play, you can do it in octaves or like single notes. You've got E, you've got C, you've got G, and then you've got F sharp. And that's just going to be going all through the piece, like, you know, etc, etc. Over the top of that, all you've got to do, like the introduction, it's just starting off with chords. So the first chord would be with the B and E, just to like do the power chord of the first, so it's going to be. And then you just move the B up to C and keep the E on the bottom. And then it's going to go to a B and a G. Then move the G to the F sharp. And then that makes a suspension, and then move the B to the A, and then do the same thing again. So E and B, then to E and C, then D and B, and then that's going to go up to D and F sharp. D and A. And then it starts all the rhythm stuff, and all it's going to be doing is the first and thirds pretty much. So it's going to be B and G to start off with, then the B goes up to a C, and then it goes back to a B, and then move the G to an F sharp like the introduction. So it's going to be B and F sharp, then B to the A, and then same again, B and G, then to the C, and then up to the B and D, and then to the D and the A, and then to the first again, so it's B and G, and then the C again, then back down to the B, and then to the F sharp, and then to the A. And then it repeats again, so B and G, then up to the C, then D and B, and then you go to D and F sharp. And then that goes into the main melody. The way I'm going to show you this is the way I play it. It's just chords. The whole piece is made up of 4 chords and different inversions. And it's just going to be 2 notes at a time, really. So, to start off with, we're going to have the B, the E and the G, because it's in E minor. And so it's going to be B and G, and that's going to be flicking between the E and then those 2 notes. So it's going to... Then B moves up to a C, and then the G to an A, and then our whole chord moves to a D, G and B. And then G moves to a F sharp, and then a B to an A, and then it's E, G, B again. Well, yeah. Then a B to a C, and then you move it up to B, D, and G, B, D. And then that's going to go to an F sharp and A on the bottom. And then you just do a quick flick through the notes of the chord. So it's going to be A, F sharp, D. And then that goes back to the beginning. And it's just going to be the same as the introduction, the same sort of chord thing. That thing. But you can change the left hand if you want to make it a bit more exciting. So instead of just doing this, what I did in the video, which you probably watched before you came to this, is E, and then you flick up to the B and the E, so it's going to be that. So B and E up there, and then back down to the C's, and then that goes up to C and E. Then with the G's again, and then B and D, and then F sharps, B and D, and that's just going to be going throughout the rest of the thing if you want it to, or you can just stick to the originals. Left hand doesn't change too much, it's not too exciting, in fact it's really quite simple. Just starting off with this, it's the same chord pattern, but this time round I changed it to octaves, so all I did was highlighted the first note. So instead of just doing B and G, I pressed octave Bs before I did that, so it's just going to be. And then the same with the C. And that's just going to be doing the same thing. You can always go back if you don't remember what to do. And when it gets to the rhythm section, it's going to go all the way through the chords. So it's going to be doing, obviously, what I taught you earlier. Same again, it repeats at the top, so it just stays up here. And then on the last chord it's going to go to the A, D, F sharp. So next is G, B, D, and then A, D, F sharp. And that'll be the end of the piece, and just finish on the first chord. So that's all there is to it. If this still isn't helpful, just send me a message or email and I'll make a new video or give you a personal response. Thank you for watching.